How's it going, guys? Got some breaking broken barrow news for you today. There's been a not apology, which I shall now read out to you. Saying the word sorry is apparently impossible for some people, but there it is. As you know, the review score for Broken Arrow has absolutely fallen off a cliff. It was like 7% positive one day. So yeah, 22% positive in the last 30 days out of 1,288 English reviews. I think that's how it works. So, yeah, you can see people were very, very unhappy because the PTE, they liked the PTE, and then the changes that were brought in were not like the PTE. 12% positive that week, 24% positive that week. And you see, this is the biggest number of reviews they've had since November, so it's a big deal when these things happen. Because if this is red, people don't buy the game. Right, simple as that. Anyway, so we got a not apology. We'll see if the word sorry features anywhere. So here's a lovely picture of a MiG-29 with some missiles. I'm sure you'll know which missiles. Following the release of version 1.1.0.3, it became clear that the update did not meet the expectations of the vast majority of the community. This is primarily because too few of the changes from the testing branch made it into the update, along with several new gameplay features that sparked widespread criticism. In its current state, we consider this update to have fallen short. So basically what they did was they tested a bunch of things in PTE, and when they brought them over, they changed them. So they had the testing branch to test the changes, and then when they brought them into the live version, they changed those changes. So the PT guys were really upset because it wasn't the change that they liked. And the live guys were upset because they didn't like the PTE in the first place, and they're like, what's this change? It's crap. One example is basically you can get like sneak tanks now. You can press stealth on your T90, and then your T90 becomes stealthy. Yeah. Whereas in the PTE, it was infantry that could do that. But in the full game, it was vehicles, but they didn't test it in the PTE. They just tested it with the infantry and then put it in with the vehicles. The other big one was IFVs carry supply to heal troops. Now that's an interesting idea in general. The idea being that, well, of course, you fight and then you've lost one guy. You don't really want to go all the way back to your supply. So that the IFV in the PT would carry a little bit of supply to just heal up a little bit, get a little bit more ammo. I think, was it just the ammo or did it also heal them? Yeah, sorry. Anyway, in this, they in the full game they just made that infinite. So people just wouldn't bring supply crates anymore because what's the point? Every IFV now has infinite supply. But they didn't test that in the PTE. They did something else and then they changed it. I spoke about this in the previous video. I'm pretty sure there's some disagreements going on within this studio because it's literally reads like you have to go make your own version of the game, and I'm not going to implement your changes properly. That's how it feels. That's what the Russian community keeps saying. They're basically just blaming the non-Russian developers for ruining the game. The Russian developers had the right idea, and then the non-Russian developer ruined it. I don't know. Can't really prove it, right? Anyway, our dev team has adjusted its plans and begun reviewing what made it into the update and what didn't, focusing on the changes that had already been tested on the PT while continuing work in that direction. Put simply, we got this one wrong and we're now working to set things right. We're preparing to release another major update before the end of this month, with more details to follow as they become available through our official channels. So it's sort of an apology, but without the word apology or the word sorry. Not even my bad. You'll notice this corpo speak happens everywhere. I mean, if you go outside, you'll notice. It's like, is admitting guilt bad from a legal... Just say sorry. You can't say sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry for subjecting you to this video. Wow, look, I'm better at PR than Broke. Hey, I forgot to do the shilling thing. Let me know in the comments section what you think about this update. I'll be sure to read those comments. Wowee!